Hello, and welcome back. I'm so happy you're here to join me for another relaxing painting session. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to think about something. Have you ever noticed that some of the simplest ideas can be the most beautiful? Sometimes we believe that creating something special has to be difficult or complicated, but I've found that the opposite is often true. A few colors, a few simple techniques, and a willingness to enjoy the process can lead to something surprisingly satisfying. That's exactly what we'll be exploring today. Today's painting is one of those projects that is easy to follow, wonderfully relaxing to create, and, in my opinion, produces a beautiful result. Whether you're an experienced painter or you've never picked up a brush before, I hope this painting encourages you to give it a try. You may be surprised by what you can create. Before we get started, I also want to say a heartfelt thank you. I've been reading all of your lovely comments, and I genuinely enjoy every single one of them. One of my favorite things is discovering where you're watching from. It never stops amazing me that people from so many different countries and cultures can come together here to share a love of art and creativity. So if you haven't already, I'd love for you to leave a comment and let me know where you're joining me today. As always, we'll also be using a few special tools. Not traditional painting tools, but simple household items that can create beautiful textures and unexpected effects. I wonder if you'll be able to guess what they are before I use them. And of course, I have another little challenge for you. Can you figure out what I'm painting before the final details appear? I'd love to read your guesses in the comments. Whether you enjoy painting yourself or simply like relaxing while watching the creative process unfold, I'm truly grateful that you're here. So make yourself comfortable, perhaps with your favorite cup of tea or coffee, and let's create something beautiful together. As this painting continues to take shape, I'd like to share a few thoughts about the full moon. It's one of those wonders of nature that seems to captivate almost everyone. No matter where we live or what language we speak, there's something about a full moon that invites us to stop, look up, and simply admire it. I think that's part of its magic. The moon has inspired artists, poets, musicians, and storytellers for thousands of years. Across many cultures, it has been seen as a symbol of mystery, intuition, reflection, and transformation. Because it goes through its different phases every month, it also reminds us that change is a natural part of life. Nothing stays exactly the same forever, and perhaps that's a comforting thought. For me, there's something incredibly peaceful about being outside on a clear night when the moon is full. The landscape looks completely different under its light. The colors become softer, the shadows longer, and everything seems quieter. It's almost as if the world is inviting us to slow down and simply be present. I sometimes think that watching the full moon has a similar effect to listening to the sound of the sea or watching a fire in a fireplace. It gently holds our attention without asking anything from us. We don't need to achieve anything or think about anything in particular. We simply observe, and somehow that feels deeply relaxing. Perhaps that's why so many of us find ourselves gazing at the moon for much longer than we expected. It's beautiful, of course, but it creates a feeling that's difficult to describe. A feeling of wonder, a feeling of peace, and perhaps even a reminder that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. I'd love to ask you, do you enjoy looking at the full moon? Do you have a favorite place where you've watched it rise above the sea, the mountains, or the countryside? I'd love to hear about those special moments in the comments. It's always a pleasure to read your stories, and sometimes they even inspire future paintings. And with that, today's painting is complete. Thank you so much for joining me for another peaceful and creative session. I hope you've enjoyed watching this simple painting come to life, and that it reminds you that creating something beautiful doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes the simplest ideas can bring the greatest sense of satisfaction. I also hope this video has encouraged you to slow down for a little while, enjoy the process, and perhaps even find a little inspiration to create something of your own. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd be very grateful if you gave it a like and subscribed to the channel. Your support really does make a difference, and it allows me to continue sharing these relaxing painting sessions with you. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Where are you watching from today? Did today's painting or our conversation about the full moon remind you of a special place or a favorite memory? And as always, if there's a subject you'd like me to paint in a future video, please let me know. Your ideas are always welcome, and many of my videos begin with your wonderful suggestions. If you'd like to see more of my artwork, you can visit my website, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You'll find all the links in the information section of my channel. And if one of the paintings you've seen here on the channel has a special meaning for you, or you're interested in it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you again for your kindness, your encouraging comments, and for being part of this growing community. It brings me so much joy to read your messages and discover where in the world you're joining me from. Until we meet again, take good care of yourself, make time for the things that bring you peace, and never stop noticing the beauty that surrounds you every day. I hope to see you back here very soon for another relaxing painting session. Until next time.